If you're on the market for a new everyday use projector, we got you covered. Whether you're looking for the budget option or the greatest one, we have an option for you, so let's get started. If price is less important than image quality, Vava's Laser TV is a compelling option. The Vava is a DLP projector, but as you can tell from the name, it uses a laser light source, which is brighter and more vibrant than the lamp-based DLP or LCD models. It's bright enough to watch during the day without a screen, though pulling the shades down on your windows always helps. The Vava also projects at 4K resolution compared to the 1080p of most other models. The image quality is closest to that of a TV. But since it's a projector, I think it's nicer to look at. That great picture comes at a price, however. The Vava is the most expensive model I tested by over $1,000. At $2,800, it's triple the price of the Epson 2150 and more expensive than even OLED televisions. Unlike traditional projectors that are mounted or set up on the opposite side of the room, the Vava is an ultra-short throw projector. It goes right up against the wall and projects its image almost vertically against the wall. Whether this design is preferable really comes down to your space and needs, but it does have some drawbacks. At 5 inches from the wall, the maximum image is 80 inches. You can get up to a 150-inch image if you move the projector 10 inches from the wall, but then it starts encroaching into your room. The Vava is much larger and heavier than traditional projectors, mostly due to the full 60W Harman Kardon soundbar built into it. It provides a much louder, fuller sound than the built-in speakers on all of the other projectors. A less expensive but still excellent projector is the Optoma HD 146X. It costs $550 and shares many of the same specs as the Epson 2150. The biggest difference is that it's a DLP projector, so its rated 3,600 lumens of brightness don't make it brighter than the 2150. It actually appears darker and less vibrant. It's not as crisp as the 2150 either, again, due to it being DLP instead of LCD. The Optoma's image modes are also less flexible, and the bright mode produces an unusably green image. The vivid or cinema modes are much nicer. But if you're viewing in the middle of the day, you'll likely need to put your shades down, especially if you don't have a screen. In addition, it offers nice contrast, which produces a punchy image. Lastly, its built-in 3-watt speaker is not loud, but the fan is loud. At maximum volume, you can still hear the fan if the projector is near your head. It's manageable though. If this projector is for your bedroom, the speaker will be fine. But if you're trying to do a movie night with friends or you have loud street noise, I'd recommend speakers, which you can hook up through a 3.5mm audio output. The 1.1 zoom lens has a shorter range than the 2150, so it's hard to make the image really big in my apartment. At 11 feet away, the image is about 100 inches, which is big, but I wish it could get even bigger. Out of all the projectors I tested, Optoma projectors have some of the nicest images. Even though the HD 146X is one of Optoma's less expensive options, the image still stands out. If you're watching in a room with a lot of darkness and have external speakers, it will offer a great image at a price you can't beat for its quality. The best projector out of the models we tested, the one I'll be recommending to my friends, is the Epson 2150. The image is great, it's big, it's bright, and the color reproduction is pretty. The 2150 is an LCD projector, which gives it a crisp image even when projecting a 130-inch image, and it can project up to 300 inches. It has 1080p resolution, but unless you're in a completely dark theater with a screen, it's not going to look noticeably different than 4K. The brightness, which is rated at 2,500 lumens, is lower than you'll see other projectors rated. But LCD makes a low lumen count seem brighter and more vibrant than a DLP projector with the same rating. You can watch this with some ambient daylight, but definitely not when there's unfiltered light pouring in through a window. Toggling to dynamic mode makes for the best daytime image, which is a great thing about Epson projectors. You can easily switch between viewing modes, and each one looks great. Use cinema mode, which is deep blacks, for watching a movie at night. Its built-in 10-watt speakers are loud. I didn't find the need for external speakers, but there is a 3.5mm audio output to hook them up if you want. The fans are also loud though, and it gets hot. I would avoid putting this right next to your head. That's easier than it may seem because the Epson 2150 has automatic keystoning. Keystoning is important because it allows you to straighten out the image so the projector doesn't need to be perfectly parallel with the wall. Did this video help you find what you were looking for? If so, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Have a great day.